Okay, this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you'll find all the news and reviews in pop culture that's right to type. Today's top story.
Mortal Kombat co-creator John Tobias has confirmed that the original Mortal Kombat arcade machines had code that monitored how many times a fighter was selected by players. This information was used to decide which Mortal Kombat characters could be dropped from future installments to make room for newcomers.
Kano, you're out!
Yeah, it's funny, but Kano kept staying in.
Yeah.
But
I just beat the game with Kano not too long ago.
I was like, yeah, you know who also? I think Johnny Cage eventually.
Yeah.
Like, Johnny Cage got to go.
Oh, man.
I think he was gone by 3. It was definitely in 2.
I still remember playing, the last time I played Mortal Kombat with AM, he was playing Kano, I was playing Raiden, and he beat me and did the fatality, so he had to turn around and go, like, all right, I know you won.
Yeah, we've talked about this, like, arcade playing style. We've mentioned this story before. Ralphie playing Mortal Kombat against small children. he treated them no differently than any adult.
The kid was cheesing me, man.
Even when it comes to threats. I'll treat you like a damn adult. Do it again.
You cheese me like an adult, I'm going to treat you like an adult.
Speaking of adults, Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson will not be working together in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, according to Marvel Studios. The two actors were previously married and have reportedly confirmed that they will not be sharing a scene in the near future. This seems to be enforceable contractually now.
So now, wait, they didn't have an amicable breakup, I take it?
Let me see. In the pantheons of every divorce ever? No.
Hey, some people can divorce amicably.
All right. Name 6.
Name 6?
Exactly. It's hard, right?
Yes, you're right. Point taken. Working families should expect to earn up to $3,600 per child in 2021 as part of President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief plan. Half of that will be paid in cash over the course of the summer in monthly installments. God damn, America paid me all my cheddar. It would be a different type of stimulus check, one that will assist millions of parents with simple bills or debt repayment. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, especially since we live in a country where we could print our own money. Why not just help us out? Because, you know, you give us this, you get your stimmy, you know, people are just going to buy it on frivolous stuff. Helps generate economy, put everything back.
I had bills had to be paid.
I'm saying.
I wasn't playing around.
Yeah,
I didn't play around with any of those stimulus payments.
Yeah.
I had bills.
JP was waiting on that check like a security card.
Yeah, I was like,
everything checking the mail.
I gotta pay this shit. I'm moving in September. I gotta pay this now.
I gotta pay now. This week's review, The Nevers, Season 1, Episode 1, basically the pilot.
Just heard about this.
Victorian women are confronted with unusual powers, ruthless foes, and a world-changing quest. I watched this, and simply because it was written, directed, and executive produced by Joss Whedon. Now, of course, this all went into production before all the Whedon bashing and stuff came out.
Yeah.
And
so he finished all of that before all the shit went down?
Before everything went down. And of course, it's a predominantly female-led cast, of course, because Whedon had always rolled on his self-professed feminist, champion moniker. Mm-hmm. And so he has another female-led show, just like several of his other shows. Mm-hmm. But this one now, with the Hollywood stink and blackballing of him now, even when, because I was watching it on HBO Max, and even when they go to the, after the end of certain shows, they give the behind the scenes and stuff. So they focused on the writer and the cast members.
Oh, cast, okay.
And I happened to have the closed captions on. And so it would just say director. And then he would say some stuff off camera. Didn't even say his name. It just said director off camera. And they didn't...
He who shall not be named.
He who should not be named was a part of this.
Oh, shit.
But of course, in the credits, you still have to put, and they waited to the end to throw the credits out. And it was just like, it was so fast. It was like, writer, director, dudes, pop, 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 and then here's everybody else.
You know what? I was slightly intrigued that it's Victorian age. That would be the only reason why I'm watching. I've had enough of superhero shows. Yeah. They just keep cranking them out. I don't even want to keep up. They're like, you gonna watch this? I'm like,
you know what, JB?
Maybe.
1987 JB is damning you right now for saying that.
I know.
I mean, you got to remember the world that we grew up in. It was so few options.
Devoid.
Yeah.
And then the ones that we had. Remember Mantis? Come on, man.
No, I remember we could have me and Ralph could have plans to do something. I'm like, Ralph, they're rerunning the Hulk today, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby.
Hulk marathon. Go do something else.
It's the one with Daredevil's on.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
The trial of the Incredible Hulk. You know what I'm saying?
Thor is on this one.
We saw some stuff, and that was it. That's what we had. Now it's an abundance of things.
It's too much,
and it's
some might say an overabundance.
Hey, you're right,
and they canceled a bunch of shows and stuff and movies.
Hey, you're absolutely right, Ralph. 80s JB is turning over in his grave. I used to scream for superhero shows, and now I'm like, oh, not another one.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, Victorian era, what I heard is that it's like the X-Men.
Yeah, well, basically in the
1800s.
premise, not to spoil anything, but there's an event that happens in this, mostly over this area of London. Mm-hmm. And there's an event that happens, and there's some stuff that goes out into the air, and as the stuff goes out into the air and falls down onto the people
get powers.
People are touched by these things that come down. But right after the event happens, people have it's almost like they have that was a weird, and then everyone just moves on with their life. Like they saw it and was like, they were enthralled, but right after it happened, it was like, so you'd almost get like, does everybody really remember what happened? But after the event, they called it, they knew that people were being touched, and it was mostly women that were touched by it. Men too, but mostly women. And they developed certain, pretty much mutant abilities.
Right.
And that's what this comes from.
Can't say
and
mutant.
I know. And
Marvel owns that.
there's even a woman in there who actually in the X-Men world played Moira McTaggart. She's in this.
Oh, she's in it?
In the wheelchair like Professor X. And I was like, bravo, the Nevers. Because at first it was kind of a slow burn. I'm like, all right, you guys got to get to it. No, she's not. But everyone has that staunchy but the aristocrats and then the common people, you could tell by their accent who's who.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm Ralph VD, and that's news to me.
I'm Coolwater Kurt. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
We'd like to hear what you think. Leave us a comment down below and let your opinion be heard.
And if you like this video, please check out other videos on our channel like This Weekend and 252. And if you're looking for great food advice and even better relationship doodads, check out my little sister and the beautiful ladies of Dining with Nadiva.
And I'm JB. I'd like to give a shout out to my man AM at Comics Most Wanted. Like him, follow him, subscribe. And this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you hear it first.
Get well, AM.
Yeah, baby. See you soon, homie.
Adonis, pull yourself together.